Woohoo! Is it working? Come on, YouTube. It says waiting, but I press go live. Why does it still say waiting? Yeah, there we go. Hey, vast CNC. Greetings from the mountains of Utah. Hey. Working on Twitch. You're literally working on Twitch, are you? Like you're an engineer at Twitch? That's pretty cool. I'm just going to open the window back in a sec. Whoa, right, let's see if I can remember how any of this works, eh? Let's start. Hello everyone, welcome. I'm back. It's been a little while. I've not streamed in a million years because it was too hot, and then I went on holiday, and then it was too hot, and then I was busy, and kind of got away from me. Kind of like that gym membership that I'm not using, you know, that kind of thing. The stream is working. Oh, I see. Vast CNC said working on Twitch earlier, and I presumed it meant that Vast works at Twitch. And I was like, wow, that's really cool. I'm attracting the attention of Twitch people. No. It's that Twitch, the stream is working. How's the BSL journey going? So the two things I've let slip since I've gone on holiday, which was lovely, by the way, is streaming and BSL. So I've not done particularly good at either of those things. Texopot. There we go. Texopot says, "Yay! Finally made it to a stream." Well, it's the first one I've done in forever, so you've arrived at the right time, I think. And James, welcome. Says, "Yo, tuning in for the first time. It's good to see new folks. It's also cool that people have been subscribing, even though I haven't done anything in a long time. Like, who are all these people? Honey Lemon, Hooney Lemon. Oh, James did the follow. Oh, my notifications interacting with my Lambda this way. My Lambda icon. I think not. Twitching GNC followed me. Cowtel. Low GS. Green tea powered. Lurig. Cospus. Rhyme. And oh dear, I'm gonna do this one. HF Yalemark, maybe. Oh, followed me while I wasn't streaming. That's very kind of them. And Benito, we have a YouTube chat. Hello. So a few things to go over before we start. I'm going to do some S3 programming today. S3, as I'm sure you may be aware, the object store from Amazon, but there's also loads of implementations of the same API, like Mini.io and Backblaze B2 and Cloudflare R2, and I think maybe Google Cloud Object Store might also have the same API, maybe? I'm not sure. Anyway, so if you implement that API, you can use all these object stores. Object stores are really handy. Probably going to want this in Gleam. No one's made the library, so I've been working on it. So that's what we're going to crack with today. S3 is all XML, which is not something I've really done huge amounts in my career, to be honest. I sort of missed that somehow. And we do have a good XML parser in Gleam that someone made. I've forgotten the name. We'll have to find that out later. But it's quite manual, the decoding process. And I got a bit tired of writing semi-decoder, so I tried to make a sort of higher level, sort of semi-declarative XML parser decoder thing on top of it. Yeah, it's a decoder. That's a better word than parser. And it's kind of working. It's a bit crusty, but I think there's something there. So once we've got the S3 thing published and we have like whichever methods we think are appropriate, then we could try and extract the XML thing, maybe. Or I've sort of slightly nerd-sniped myself because I found a format called JSON type def, which seems to be like a simpler version of, what's it called? JSON, oh damn, what's it called? JSON schema. There you go. It's like a simpler version of JSON schema, and it looks like it maps really nicely onto Gleam, with the exception it doesn't have generics, which is a bit annoying, but oh well. So I'm hoping that we can do something cool with that. So before we crack on with any of that stuff, I want to say, oh look at that, we've got a new Gleam as a new sponsor. That's the word. A new top sponsor who are Lambda class. They've they've stepped up and they've become like the #1 Gleam sponsor, which is fantastic because Gleam is not owned by any corporation. It's entirely an open source project, entirely a community project, and it's my full-time job. So without sponsors such as Lambda class and folks like you doing $5, $10, $20 a month, yeah, I wouldn't be able to pay the bills, which would be sad, and I'd have to stop doing Gleam and start doing, I don't know, Ruby on Rails. I hear Laravel's very good. Maybe I'll do Laravel, but like, I don't want to do that. I want to do Gleam. So thank you so much, Lambda class. I've got a little icon to remind everyone. What else is there? If you want to learn Gleam with Code Crafters, really good site for learning sort of intermediate to advanced level programming, both languages and also systems like Redis, SQLite. Like, how do you implement those things? How do you implement a programming language interpreter? There's a referral link in the description. You can click on that. Get a little kickback. That helps Gleam as well, and it's quite fun. You can see some of my old streams where I did some of that. And after much demand, we're getting a Gleam merch store. Whoa. And we're not using one of the big like printing corporations. Instead, a friend of mine is setting up a printing business. It's like a little family-owned printing business run by my friend Mike, the stunt hamster. It makes all kind of cool things. Like, I've got a bunch of stickers here on the desk. Like really high quality vinyl stickers, which if you go on Twitter on the Gleam account, you can see a video of them being machined, being printed and then cut out, which is pretty cool. A little preview, a coaster. This is a prototype, it's not quite right, but how cute is that? It's a little bit too small, the colour's not quite right, but yeah, it's cool things. So if you want to buy merch, go to, what was it, merch.gleam.run? Is that true? Oh, this isn't my browser. Hold on, I can do it. Yeah, good, I didn't show anything that I shouldn't show. So if you go to merch.gleam.run, boom, there's some stuff which you can buy for now, and then we're going to add more over time. So yeah, if you've got any cool ideas, oh yeah, and if you go to the merch channel on the Discord server, you can talk to Duffy and other people with merch and stuff and suggest ideas and things. I'm really looking forward to the coasters because I think this is like super cute, and it also has like quite a pleasing ninja star feel to it. Oh look, someone's followed, but I can't read their name because I'm on a white background. Hold on. Matthias, hello. Matthias, I don't know. Either way, thank you for following, friend. I've ignored chat this entire time, so let me try and catch up in chat. Are there any Gleam books in the works? There are talks of a Gleam. There's talks of at least 2 Gleam books that I'm aware of. I'm supposed to be writing one of them. I don't know how to write a book. I'm finding it quite hard to get started. But there is rumblings of that. Publishers are interested. So if anyone were to write a Gleam book and ask around for publishers, I think you may find some interest. I think there is, it could get published. It's very exciting. Can't wait to watch you write Gleam. I have an OCaml Agda background. Oh my gosh, I'd love to learn some Agda. I've never tried it. It sounds super cool. Jack says, I want to make some Lucy cookies. That's a great idea. Oh, could we sell like Lucy? Can you make, I guess it's just a star, isn't it? I was like, how do you, I want to make like a cookie cutter, but for Lucy, but like that's just a star. That's like not very, that's not very, oops, sorry, I clipped it there. I think my volume's gone a bit funny. Let me know if, because OBS updated, but let me know if everything sounds okay. Felt Gleam stars. Oh, it's Scary Bones. I know who you are. Fantastic. There's at least 2 people I used to work with at the same time in the chat. Not in the chat. Have been mentioned on the stream now. Sinner says Gleam socks. That would be cool. I don't know how you make socks. Can you print socks? That sounds weird. What other messages have I missed? I haven't written a lot of Gleam yet, but that sticker can totally cover the Apple logo Mac. Yeah, it's a good size. It's a really good size. It's they're like really high quality vinyl ones as well. I think in progress we've got, there we go, me for scale. In progress we've got some smaller ones and some ones that are printed on, because this is like nice vinyl. We've got some ones that are printed on paper coming as well, which will be well, cheaper, get more of them, put them everywhere, put them absolutely everywhere. Scary Bones. How much? Oh, my mic keeps clipping. Sorry, folks. Does it sound okay? I keep getting like red lights come up. Let me try turning it down. Maybe the compressor isn't working. Or sorry, the limiter isn't working. How do I view the filters? It says I've got a... Oh, my limiter's just gone. My limiter's just vanished. No wonder it doesn't work. Limiter. Hello, 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna reel it out to test the limiter for a sec. Sorry. Okay, I think that's working. That's really weird. I updated OBS and the limiter that I had in my audio chain went away. Programmer socks. Is this a Rust stream? We go even further. Got to put your programming socks on. Sound is okay. Good. Glad to see you back. Good to have you back as well. Although I've been chatting to you in Discord, so like it doesn't feel that different. Good. Everyone seems happy with the audio stuff. Good. I think it just like very momentarily clipped, which is okay. Anyway, let's crack on. So thank you. God, I'm gonna wrong time. Thank you, Lambda. Let's do some programming. Oh, is my background from anything in particular? Yes, it is. This is from Disco Elysium, which is a game you should play. It's so good. It's really well written. Right, let me try and find one of those text editor things that are so popular with programmers, eh? How do I do this? I've forgotten how to stream because it's been so long. This one, there we go. And it doesn't fit. I had an absolutely terrible time the other day. So I started this library already, and I've got an instance of Minio, whatever. I've got a that open source S3 thing running locally, and then I my tests, create buckets, create objects, delete buckets, and I started getting these really strange errors where deleting a bucket's meant to be synchronous. So it's creating one, so everything worked fine, and then I started having my tests be non-deterministic and just like failing to delete things and things conflicting and occasionally connections being dropped. And I was just so confused. And it took me, I spent hours debugging this, and I finally worked out that it was that I'm running my test with WatchExec. So I'll show you. I run, how do I show you? I'm gonna have to do a split. No, that's the wrong button. Where's my split? Oh, there it is. There is the split. So there you go. So I run my test by saying WatchExec Gleam test, and then when I edit the code and save it, so I'm going to save now, it reruns the tests for me. But I started to find that, there you go, look, it just flaked out. Somehow, it fails only if I'm using WatchExec. So I think it might be something to do with later versions of watch exec having overlapping executions or like interrupting the tests before they finished or something. I don't know. It's like I've absolutely no idea what the problem is, but it doesn't really matter for this stream because I can't use watch exec because I don't have enough space in my terminal to actually have two things open at the same time. So we're just running the old-fashioned way, like that. Boom. Disco Elysium mentioned. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. Do you use any NeoVim distro, or did you build your own config? I'm using LazyVim, but I would like to build my own config. LazyVim convinced me, because I used NeoVim from when it was first announced till, I don't know, a few years, just before the Lua stuff came in. And I really liked it, but then I got into VS Code because I was using Windows and I couldn't get NeoVim to work properly in Windows at the time. And so I tried LazyVim again. I tried LazyVim off I don't know, on a whim, I think. I can't remember why I wanted to try not VS Code. I think I was getting frustrated with VS Code eating all the memory on my computer. And I discovered that, oh wow, Vim's really good now. It has Lua, has all these things. I mean, it's really good before, but like, you know, it has all these new toys, which I was really excited by, which seemed to have dramatically improved the whole thing. And the LazyVim distribution means I could just jump in, and I didn't have to worry about trying to make my own config good again. But I'm pretty sold on it now to the point where I'm like, yeah, I do want to actually learn how to do it all with Lua and make my own config and understand it. Because every now and again I hit like a bug or a quirk, and I just don't know how to fix it. And that's a bummer. And I'd like to make my own decisions about how my, you know, development environment works. Do I use any social media besides Twitter? Professionally, I guess I'm also on the Fediverse. I'm on Hashiderm. I think that's the instance I'm on. But anything else? No, not really. I like occasionally post things on LinkedIn, but not really. I'm mostly just on Discord, to be honest. Tumblr. I should be on Tumblr. Tumblr looks cool. Although, yeah, I don't know. I think, yeah, it sounds very distracting. BPA, hello, over in YouTube land. Tumblr's cool. You know, the people who used like they had that thing where they lost like 98% of their revenue or whatever when they banned pornography, but or just like adult images in general, I think. And I mean, it sucks for the business in terms of like capitalism, but great for the, you know, the product and the community, because the people who are still there are like, you know, they know exactly what they want. They've got a proper home. That's really cool. I'm not sure I'm enjoying sitting on this chair so much. I might move my desk into standing mode in a bit. But first, programming gloves. And try and remember what it is that I've actually got left to do in this library. I don't quite remember. I guess I need to work out like what is the minimum that we need for an S3 library to be considered something to publish. So the actions I've divided it into like a module per endpoint. I've got create bucket, delete bucket, pretty handy things. Delete objects, plural. I guess we probably want the singular one as well, just because the API is a little bit nicer. Because the way S3 works is that it's not atomic. If you call delete objects, you can have multiple of them succeed, but multiple of them pass. No, that doesn't make sense. Multiple of them succeed and multiple of them fail. So you'd need to like iterate across all the results and handle them appropriately, which is like, you know, a bit of a pain. I mean, it's not so bad, but like if you're just deleting a few, you're probably okay doing the extra HTTP requests and not batching them. Like the performance difference doesn't matter that much. So yeah, we should expose delete object singular, just because it's a bit easier to work with. List buckets and list objects and put objects. I think that's probably like most of what people want. I don't know. Do we think we're missing anything? Brazil mentioned. Twitter is blocked here in Brazil. Oh, I see what you're saying now. Oh, sorry, I completely forgot that happened. Yeah, how annoying. I guess that is a good motivation to use something other than Twitter. I don't have any particular ideas. Like, is there something that's worth using? I mean, the real place for Gleam is the Discord server. Like, that's lovely. Excuse me. Jojo R11 or 1-1. Or 2 in binary. No, 3. 3 in binary. No, 2. No, 3. I'm a computer programmer. I know these things. Oh, thank you for the follow, my friend. Thank you very much. Yeah, what actions? What other actions? Buy things. What other merch? What other actions do we think we want? So, copy object. Okay, that sounds really sick. Let's get copy object. Oh, that didn't open in a new tab. Why didn't that open in? Okay, copy object. I don't know what a session is. People have been using Blue Sky. I find Blue Sky to just be kind of, I don't know. When I was using it, it just seemed like a lot of drama, which didn't seem like particularly good vibes. Just like lots of people dunking on each other. Bucket cool stuff could be useful for some people, probably not like a first release kind of thing. I don't know, what's a bucket tagging? Do you think even Minio supports that? Oh, head object. We want head object for sure. Definitely want that. What's a bucket notification? I don't know what it is. Something to do with PubSub. I don't know much about Mastodon, but for what I know, it's not what the common person would like. I'm not sure. What do you mean by that? Sampai? Sampai? Is that like senpai? Get object, got object, get object legal hold. What does that mean? Oh, it's like locking. Okay. Huh. That's interesting. Can you use S3 as like a distributed lock? Being a decentralized network, then again, I don't really know how it works. I mean, Blue Sky is also a decentralized network in theory. Like, it's all an open protocol. I don't know. So my thought on the whole thing was that when Twitter started to go to hell, I was like, oh, I'll sign up to all these other things. And then I realized that that's not the winning move. If Twitter becomes terrible and I stop using it, I don't want to go, oh, good, let's replace it with some other slightly better social network platform. It's just not to use one of any of these things. They like take huge amounts of time. Head bucket. That sounds interesting. You can use this operation to determine if a bucket exists and if you have permission to access it. Okay. What's the response? Doesn't return anything. Oh, interesting. Okay, so yeah, head bucket sounds good. Let's put that somewhere. How do you open a new tab in Safari? Head object. Do you want that? List buckets. Do I have that already? Yes, I do. List object versions. I think Minio doesn't support that, so sounds handy though. Sounds very useful. Do. I keep tickling my beard with this microphone. List parts. Ooh. Ooh. I don't know about that. Ooh. What other lovely stuff we got? I think that's probably about it. Can anyone else think of anything that we desperately want? I can't. Put object, got that. Restore object. Good, okay, let's just do those ones then. Like, head bucket, head object, and delete object, singular. And then I reckon that's enough. That's probably going to be all most applications need, right? Delete object, singular. Okay. There's also this fine. Don't know if fine is the right word. I think fine is the right word. Of 50,000, is that dollars? What's the currency? 50,000 daily if you use a VPN? That's outrageous. Like, what? That is outrageous. Surely the fine should be on the VPN company or something, you know, like fining people. Ryux, maybe? Followed. Thank you very much. Much appreciated. About $10,000. Holy heck. About 10,000 freedom bucks. That's outrageous. That's too many. That's too many. Oh dear. Okay. So let's do head bucket first. That sounds like it would be relatively straightforward. Have I got any to-dos in this code base? To-do. Delete objects partial failure. Okay, let's do that. So I've already written delete buckets. I'll talk you through how these tests work. Partial failure. The majority of the population makes $1,000 per month. Oh my gosh! So you could like lose nearly a year's salary just by going on a website. That's outrageous. That's absolutely ridiculous. So how did the test work? I've got these helpers that can create buckets and objects and things. Let me move that mouse out of the way. They work just by calling the functions that I've defined in this code base anyway, but then they just assert that they succeed. And this library is pure in that it constructs requests and it knows how to parse responses to tell things succeeded or failed, but it doesn't actually wrap HTTP clients. And this means that you can bring your own HTTP client and you can use whichever one you like, rather than, oh, I'm using 6 libraries and each one uses a different HTTP client with different config, and that one doesn't let me configure things. So, horrible. And it also means it can work on JavaScript or Erlang, and they've got different concurrency primitives there. So it's a nice, not doing I/O in your API clients, or at least in the core of it, is a great way to make things supportable everywhere. And then you can make higher level, what's the word? You can make higher level libraries that are a bit more opinionated, but like so long as that functionality is available without I/O, puts you in a really good place. I have just been followed by Kugate. Hello, welcome. Poor Brazil, man. Elon Musk needs to sort his stuff out. Okay, so I've written a test where I create 2 objects, one called O1, one called O2, and then I try and delete 3 objects, O1, O2, and O3. O3 doesn't exist, so I think I should get an error here. I'm not sure what the error should be precisely, but it's going to be a error object. What fields does an error object have? These. Oh, I can show off all the cool new things that the language server's got, actually. That'd be very exciting. So code, I don't know. Let's just leave these blank for now. Oh, the request ID. Ah, that's gonna, okay. So let's run this and see what we get. Oh, oh no. How do I test failure then? Because it succeeds. So does that mean if I say delete something that doesn't exist? Deletes always succeed. Okay. Oh man. Okay. Minio users. Is there a way to? I guess I could maybe put an ACL on it that prevents deletion or something. I guess I can't write a test for this easily. Oh, hello, newbie. My cat's disguised pigeon followed you. Sounds like I'm being stalked by a private agent. Newbie, do you want to come see the lovely people on stream? Come on. Yeah, good boy. Come here. Come here. Oh, dear. Hello, everyone. This is Newbie. Oh dear. I'm going to really annoy him by picking him up. Oh, don't leave yet. Don't leave yet. Hey. Oh, look at the beautiful boy. Look at the beautiful boy. Hey, Newbie, come here. Come here. Come here. Come closer. Come on. Oh, okay, bye. Can't you turn Gleam code into AWS CDK TypeScript for doing orchestration? Yeah, I think you could do that. I think that'd be quite fun. Or you could even, or you could just implement the actual AWS. Oh no, I'm thinking of Terraform. Terraform's got the Cloud Developer Kit, which is like a language agnostic front end to Terraform, which sounds cool. A Gleam version of that would be fun. So the response to the delete return in the reverse order. That's to do with how the XML is parsed. Maybe we could reverse it. It'll probably makes sense, doesn't it? Should we do that? That'd be fun. Yeah, let's do that. Newbie, you've stopped sleeping and you're now standing around. Does that mean you want to get out of the room, or are you gonna? I think he's going to start complaining in a minute or two, so we'll see how that goes. I have missed Gleam. Why have you missed Gleam? I know I've not been streaming, but that doesn't mean you can't write Gleam. You should write Gleam. This is the wrong window. So yeah, why is he wearing Beyblade gloves? Because I'm cool. I'm using the word cool quite incorrectly there. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it would be much better if. So James said, "Hey, look, here it's 1, 2, 3, here, but here it's 3, 2, 1." It would be easier. Can you reverse? Sort R. R. Oh, see, I know any of him. It would be better this way around, wouldn't it? So let's run that test. Oh, look, it failed because the... Oh, look. Oh. Why did I get other failures? Oh, no. It started to do the thing again, even when I'm not... Oh, no. The non-deterministic test thing is happening. Why is that? Why does it do that? I don't know. Anyway. So, I think that's a really good idea. So let's go to this response function using the language server's go-to-definition feature. Ha 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 ha. Whoa. It's like with some kind of amazing, super amazing language of good tooling or something. So how do we do this? We want to say that once it has succeeded, we can just say list.reverse. Oh, I can show a new feature that we've got here. So S3 is Amazon storage service. So yes, S3 is the name of Amazon's object store, which is, you know, you can roughly think of it as a file store. And they were pretty much first to market with this sort of like file store as a service thing. And then loads of other people implemented their own file stores. Loads of other companies implement their own file stores, but using the same API, which means that you can have a client for AWS S3, and you can point it at Backblaze B2 or Cloudflare R2 or any of these other ones, Wasabi, etc., and it will work. Which is a really lovely property. Unfortunately, the API is a bit funky. So I'm making a wrapper for it, so you don't need to think about the complexities of this API. But it doesn't especially have to be AWS. So I haven't put the word AWS anywhere in this. I probably list a few other examples in the like README and the description. Oh, excuse me. Just to help people understand like what it can be used with. So anyway, here's a new feature that is So I use the nightly release of branch. I use the nightly release of Gleam. So this is not a released feature yet, but I can use it because I'm using unreleased stuff. So this results module isn't imported. And now it suggests specifically, do you want to import Gleam results? But more than that, you can say run a code action, and it's clever enough to know that you meant Gleam results. So it then added it here. So good. And not only does it look for like the name of the module, it also looks for the, so in this case, if the result module didn't have a .map in it, it wouldn't have suggested it as a fix, as an automatic fix. So it's good. Gleam's getting, editor tooling is getting really nice. I'm going to have a Satsuma. Is it a Satsuma? It says easy peeler on here. Oh, it's a Mandarin. Okay, I'm going to have a Mandarin. So yeah, that's such a nice feature. Simple storage service. Yep. Non-deterministic tests are the worst. I so agree. They're terrible. Disguised Picture says, I am in a personal project in Elixir. I'll try out Gleam when I finish. That'd be awesome. When you do, stop by the Gleam Discord server and have a chat with us. There's loads of lovely people and they can help you out. And we wear Beyblade gloves. Doesn't Ash Ketchum also wear the gloves? Is it just anyone from that era of like child's anime? I didn't eat the skin. I did bite into it to break it a little bit. Because eating the skin would be, I don't know, I guess you could. It smells nice, but like, I don't think it would taste nice. Halfway to Gleam Pro ready. Yeah, exactly. All you need is a pair of gloves. The other thing you need is programming socks. And then you're ready to be a 10x Gleam developer with 9 years experience. So does this work now? Nice. Hey, Lolson X. Lolson X, that's a cool name. Nice, okay, so we've got a test. Return, delete, results in same order. That seems reasonable to me. I used to have programming socks, but I seem to have lost them. You need to buy some more. Nice to join you live. Hey, it's good to have you live. Okay, so what was the other endpoints we said we wanted? Copy object, delete object, head bucket. That sounds good. So what do you send to it? You send... Okay, you can set an expected bucket owner. Don't know what that is. Is that just a... Is it just a string? Oh, my cat wants to get out of my room. Let me let him out. Okay, Pokemon fans. Question for you, because I just saw this on my desk. Let me check that this has not got my address on it. No, it doesn't. Good. So I placed the coaster, which you cannot get from the merch store, on top of the stickers, which you can get from the merch store, merch.gleam.run. And I suddenly got a very good, like, Starmie. Oh, I've wobbled it out. Let me try again. I'm getting a very good, like, Starmie vibe. Isn't that lovely? I think that should be a thing. We should make a logo of like Super Lucy. I really like that. That looks really cool. That's awesome. That's like when she's fighting crime or something. I would totally buy Gleam programming gloves from the merch store. That's an interesting idea. I would like. I mean, I wear these, and people always comment on them. So like, Hyper Lucy. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I like it. That's really cool. Somebody who knows how to SVG, go make me like Super Lucy, and you can like use it. Oh god, it's really hard to do this in the mirror. Yeah, go make me a Hyper Lucy, but like this is the wrong color. This is too dark. This is the right color. So, but maybe it should be like lighter and darker here. I don't know. I'm just the ideas guy. I don't know how to do things. Go make this. Programming socks with Lucy-shaped beans. Oh my gosh, that's such a good idea. That's such a good idea. I think it's really cool that we've got merch because Gleam is cute as heck. Cute as heck. Like I challenge you to find a cuter programming language. And I think everyone's just gonna want to have Lucy stuff. I think I think we should get plushies one day, but I don't know how to do that. I also don't know how you have custom shaped toe beans made. Okay, so a bucket owner is the account ID. I'm guessing that's a string. Some weird noises outside my flat. I think it's a string. In fact, I wonder if I've done it somewhere else. Bucket owner. Hey, nice. Inside delete. Okay. So that makes me think we should use delete as the basis for head object, or whatever it's called. Which delete was it? Bucket owner. Delete bucket has it. Okay. So let's copy that file and we'll call it head bucket. Name expected bucket owner. Yep, that looks reasonable. That documentation is still correct. This should probably be head. Yeah. Oh wow. It's like exactly the same, but with a different method. It's like almost exactly the same. How could anyone love Lucy? Yeah, thank you. I think so. I think it would be illegal for you not to like Lucy. So let's go to the tests, wherever they are, and make a test for head bucket, not found. Import head bucket. Then we want to say something like let assert a response. That's what we're interested in. We're interested in a response. And this comes from head bucket request to whatever. And then we're going to send it, right? What's this complaining about? Oh, because I didn't actually build the request. Nice. Oh, I need to give it some creds. I've spelled that wrong. Helper. Okay, and then I need to assert. Oh no, there should be an error of something. What did we say an error object was? Let's just make these all empty strings for now. Why? I look away for a second and you're talking about Java. Why are we talking about Java? Java and Enterprise would hate Lucy. I don't think so. I think they would love Lucy. Reliable, scalable software. Oh, with types. Oh, perfect for Enterprise. I wonder if Kodi works well with Gleam. What's Kodi? I don't know what Kodi is. I would get a Gleam toothbrush. Says JW on YouTube. Oh dear. Maybe have a cheat sheet of Erlang or Gleam for Python users. Whoa, that's a great idea. I do want to. Nisten's clever, super clever. Listen to them. I do want to revisit all the cheat sheets and like really polish them up. I think they're a good idea, but they're like slightly not. They're just sort of rambling and all over the place at the moment. I want to make a sort of like X, Y, Z are the things I want to cover, and then actually do it in a bit more programmatic way. So like make a table of it, sort of thing, and then generate different pages from that data. Kodi is Source Graph's AI coding assistant. It's like Copilot. Nice, nice. Okay, here's a question for people who use these AI things. Like, I don't want auto-completion. What I want is I want to be able to select some code, and then I want to open up a little thing and say, move this to a new function or something like that, and or like, you know, describe an action, and then it suggests, maybe it opens like a window to the side and is like, here's what I would have written. Do you want to accept? Yes, no. Can I do that in NeoVim? I have a Copilot license, if that helps. I get it from GitHub because I'm an open source person. Whoa, Podrill! Oh my gosh. Subscribe, fantastic. My first subscription of the month. Thank you very much. On a 3-month streak as well. Oh. I knew today was going to be a good day. Okay, right. Head object. No, head bucket. Response? Question mark? No, response? Question mark. And it's complaining that, oh, because I didn't actually pass in the response. Bucket, because it's S3 error. There we go. HTTP status, I don't know, like 10. There we go. Oh dear. And this is going to be error. Cool, so let's see what that. This is expected to fail because we put in some sort of random data, but it will give us an idea of what happens. Unexpected response for Ofua. That's not right. Why isn't it passing it? Oh, it's because I... Oh, hello. Hello, who's that? Rioton the Bay followed me. Hello. I'm mostly programming with Copilot off since it's annoying. Yeah, I tried it. I didn't like the auto-completion. That's why I want to have a little thing that pops up. Whoa, Danielle. Danielle, thank you very much. Danielle's just like one of the best Gleamlins. She's awesome. Wasn't able to come to the... Oh, Jesus, there's lots of noises. Calm down, everyone. Yeah, wasn't able to come to the last... I'm going to turn my volume down. Keep being interrupted by a computer. Thank you very much. We have... What does the thing say? We have reached my sub goal of 10. Yeah, Daniel wasn't able to come to the last meetup, which is a shame. So hopefully the next one will be soon. Oh, and the Fallaway! Folks, you're all so nice. Really, really, really appreciate it. Awesome. Okay, cool. So let's try and work out what the issues were. We're not doing head buckets, we're not doing bucket, we're not doing list objects, we're doing head bucket. So we think there should be... Oh. Okay, API design question. How should this work? I think it's just that like it returns true if you can write to it and false if you can't. Maybe. But what does it say? Bucket stuff responses. No such bucket is 404. Sample response. Okay, we've got a bucket. Oh, it does have some information. Oh no, look, it does. I'm wrong. Okay, so I thought it didn't return anything, but it does. Look, there's like oh, where are my mods? Someone ban that bot. How do I do it? Fine, I'll do it. If I can work it out. Timer, ban, found it. Right, and how do I delete the message? Danielle, I'm making you a mod. How do I do that? There we go. Now, remember, you now have immense power over the chat. So please take advantage of that as much as possible. Daniel says, oh, thank you. I have no idea what I'm doing. Perfect. That's the level of competence I want from my moderators. Okay, so this guy's pigeon says, it returns info. Option is, yeah, okay, so I guess we want to return an optional value and then have things saying like the bucket region. Is that it? Oh, sorry. Is that it? Let's see what mini.io does. It says it doesn't have a region. all of the stuff that's in the docs on the AWS one just isn't here, and they've got their own things. This spec's rubbish. That's so funny. It's such a weird API. Like some things return XML, some things return no body, but they do have headers. Some things use HTTP methods. Some things they don't use HTTP methods, but it's just a post, and then you have a query parameter that says deletes. Like you have to hash you have to have a checksum of every body. That actually makes sense. Like if every request, that makes a lot of sense to me. But for deleting, you need to have 2 checksums, which seems completely pointless to me. It's all very odd. Like some endpoints can return valid or invalid XML. What? It's just very strange. It's an odd API. Like I see why we all use API clients for this now. DO etc. doesn't use regions, most of the AWS thing. Yeah, I expect that, but I expect them to just have a special string, which is if your thing doesn't use regions, it should just say region mini.io or something like that, you know? Like there should be something. Oh, my hype train finished at 94%. So close. 6%, that's all I needed. So yeah, I guess we can't do that. Just true, false. Like I'm not seeing any information here that is in the AWS docs other than the like request ID, but like frankly, who cares? Like what, you don't need a request ID for anything outside of Amazon. That's only for people who are, I don't know, it's just for debugging on their side, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, it's not useful. Oops. Okay, so what should this be? I think this should just be okay, false. And we will need to change this to bool. This would be false. Does it return? It's probably 404, I imagine. Let's go back to the docs and see what they say. They say that you should have Uh, 404 if you can't access it. Nice. Nice. Rate limit would be nice if you want to keep that in mind. They can always ignore it, I guess. Yeah, so what I was thinking is that it'd be really annoying to have it in every request. So you could have a special thing. Have another function that you can pass any request into, any response into, and give you just the rate limit information. So you don't have to like bundle it in every other function. I think that'd be quite nice. ZWubs or ZWubs, I don't know. Like which side of the pond are we talking here? Anyways, let's go with Z because like people like the Z editor. ZWubs, hello, how's it going? Hey everybody. Flan says, hi Louie. Hi Flan. Hello. Yeah, I still think a Gleam toothbrush, that's a cracking idea. Do. Let's go back over here and run some tests. Nice, it passes. And let's make another test for if it is found. Create bucket. Whatever. And this should be true. Oh, that's just another one of these like non-determining. Okay. So the other day, it would fail if I used watch exec. It wouldn't fail if I just ran it in a loop. But now it is failing if I run it in a loop. Isn't that so strange? Like, while true, Gleam test. Like, it seems kind of working to me. My cat's starting to complain, I might feed him. I don't know either at this point, whatever sounds coolest. I like your style. I don't actually know how my username is meant to be pronounced. Is it Lipil? Is it Lipil? Is it LPIL? I don't know. See, it's working now. I have no idea what the circumstances are when it fails, but it does sometimes fail. El Bill. I mean, my username, my forename and my surname are things everyone gets wrong. So, like, my favourite bicycling British communist. Hey, buddy, how's it going? You doing well? Do. Congratulations, you're now a mod. Feel free to, ban anyone who looks at you the wrong way. Cool, so there we go. Let's commit that, shall we? Head bucket, yeah. Head bucket. Bucket head? Isn't he a politician? I'm gonna get banned from my own chat. Time me out for 1 minute, says Disguised Pigeon. This chat is getting some Doog vibes. What does that mean? Replica, you're gonna have to tell me this. Oh, my cat's going bonkers outside. Actually time him out for 1 second. Okay. You're actually Lord Buckethead. Lord Buckethead is the only politician I will ever trust. I nearly voted for him. I didn't actually, but I nearly voted for him. Wait, could I? Yeah, I did for the mayoral elections. Hey, newbie, come on. Okay. Right, here's what I'm going to do. Because I've just committed, and my cat's really complaining. I'm going to go feed him. So I'm going to be back in like 2 minutes or something. Mods, start some kind of turf war in the chat. I think that's probably the best way to keep everyone entertained. And I really want to find out what Doug means when I come back. So, I don't remember how to do breaks. Okay, right. I go here, and then I go to Newbie, please. I'm trying to do a thing. This, press this button, and then it's like having a. I'm gonna get like 3 minutes. Then I can like. Oh wow! Oh, this is rubbish. I press left and right, and it inputs twice. Right. Do. Where's the advert button? Back in a few minutes, because I gotta feed my cat. Is it working? Okay, now it's working. Well, the advert button doesn't work in YouTube though. Oh no, rubbish. Okay. Oh dear. Oh, I should actually leave, right? Haha. As always, I've come in under budget, ahead of schedule. Where's the Doug thing? As Daniel tried to Daniel's tried to start the war by saying tabs are great in spaces, and everyone's just like, yeah, I agree. Most common. Oh, did I say Doug is mostly known for being absolutely bullied by chatter mods. I see. I don't think I'm being bullied. I think I'm much loved and respected within the Gleam community. Maybe I started a complete firestorm of nonsense on Twitter yesterday. Because Theo posted. Let's see that actually. Can I? Oh, I'm not logged into Twitter though. Let me try and log into Twitter really fast. Twitter.com on the other screen so you can't see it. This one. Sign in. Gosh, there's so many cookie banners and things. Is it logged in? Yes, it's logged in. I've got an ad for like some wide foot shoe. I don't know why I'm getting what? Oh, the cat's complaining again. Let's scroll down. This thing. This is like you can read this. This is what I kicked off all the fuss with. Hey newbie. You gonna come hang out? No? I'm streaming. I can't help you, mate. Come on. Wait. Stop it. You can't see this, can you? Because it's like, yeah, there's like the little thing on a stick is green. Oh, you can see it in front of me though. There you go. I'll try and entertain him with this while I'm working. So yeah, a pretty non-statement that's on the website. Hey, it's ANTE. Oh, blimey. Sorry, newbie. I posted this on Theo's thing. He was like, what's the best thing to add to your open source project in order to scare away bad contributors? And I was like, this. And oh my gosh, it got a whole bunch. I'm gonna like it. It got a whole bunch of. I shouldn't do that. It got a whole bunch of attention, and lots of like very easily upset people decided to get angry at it for no reason. So like every time I tab back to Twitter, I'd have 20 more notifications. It got a bit much. I can only imagine what it's like to be like Theo and that lot, because it must be like non-stop for them. Just like thousands and thousands and thousands of messages. Anyway, we've done no, we haven't done head object. We've done head bucket. So we can close that one. Oh dear, falling over. Oh, hello, newbie. I didn't realise you were there. You're not real Gleamlings if you prefer tabs. Oh, that's fighting talk. That's real fighting. Have the notifications turned down. I haven't looked at it since I started streaming, so I don't know. Maybe. Do you think I can convince my boss to switch our Vanilla.js legacy code base to Gleam? I think probably not. It'd be cool if you could, but that sounds hard, you know. Any migration is hard. This is cool. I'm enjoying this cat toy more than Newbie does, I think. I'll just put it here. Cool. I broke Twitter with kindness. I don't know if it's kindness. It's like deliberately being a bit obtuse and difficult. Like in order to, you know, make people who are going to cause problems or be tedious or irritating or whatever. I've got a scratch on my camera. Go away, you know. There's how many billion people on this earth? We don't need to keep everybody happy. In fact, you shouldn't. Decide what it matters to you and do it. So I want to now do head object. Is it the same? Oh, that suction cup did not work. I don't know what these are. I'm going to ignore. Oh, we can do the expected bucket owner thing. What is this? Head object. Why does it have match if modified since, if none match, if unmodified since? Ah, there's like a range. Why does it need a range? What does the range get used for? Return the object only if the tag is the specified one, otherwise say, oh, precondition failed error. That's interesting. Okay. Oh, that's interesting. So we have not modified. So we have present, not modified, not modified. Present. The part number of it. I don't know what a part number is. Use for a query and about the size of a part. Okay. If the range is not satisfied, we return requested range not satisfied. Is that what 416 is? Oh, it's an assault rifle. Oh dear. Actually, yeah, qualify things. Huh. Have I just not paid attention to that ever? Shows how often I use ranges, huh? So it looks like there are three cases: present, range not satisfiable, and I kind of want to put it as an error object though, but it probably isn't going to be one. It's probably going to be the empty body thing again. Oh gosh, that's a lot of things in the response. That's a lot of things. Okay, should we just see what mini.io does, and then we can use that as the basis of our API. What have I missed on Twitter? You can please some of the people all the time, or all of the people some of the time, but never all the people all the time. Hell yeah. Isn't that a Bob Marley lyric as well? Oh, I'm getting a bit of a stiff neck from sitting down while doing this. Maybe I'll stand up next time. Ranges of video streams. Yeah, I know what the ranges. I know what ranges are for. I just never really use them. Which is funny, given I've done like video transcoding startups. Well, is that true? Yeah, I was like, startups? Multiple? Yeah, actually I have, yeah. Okay, so we want to make head object. And we need to change the URL, was it? Oops. Where is the request syntax? Yeah, but to where, mate? Doesn't say. Oh, that's response. I'm in Egypt. No, request body. Oh, request syntax. There we go. Wrong way. So it's just the slash key. Okay. I think we can just skip all the. We do need to think about range. Like, how do we want to represent these failure modes? Do we represent them such that do we want it to be an error variant or not? I don't know, man. I don't know. Okay. Okay, so let's change the name to bucket. And oh, this is the wrong file. Head object. I want this one, yeah. Ah, I also just noticed a problem with this dot comment. Let's do the same thing again and change this from head bucket to object. And name should be bucket. And we also are going to need key, which is like a file path. Nice. Yes, you have. Great. That message was sent 3 minutes ago, and as such, I don't remember what the context is. It's nice to see you here, anyway, Scary Bones. How you doing? This is complaining that name doesn't exist. Yeah, that's true, because we also want to pop on the key. Won't bother with any of the other stuff to start with. And let's do a testeroo. Object bucket not found. Head bucket object key. Let's change whatever to bucket. Oops. Head object found. Let's create a. I didn't import this. Head object. And we want one for bucket found. Object not found. Bucket key. That still looks fine to me. And is the stream freezing? Oh, is it freezing? What do we see, folks? How does it look to everybody? Is it just is it gears or is it something else? Oh, Scary was like, yes, you worked on video transcoding because I was there. That's true. That's true. I got Scary Bones to help me out. Gosh, Scary Bones really did help. Looks fine. Okay, good. Edit. I need to get rid of some of these tabs are getting out of control. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. How do I do the thing? Stream preview, there we go. Good, okay, so those are two tests. I think they don't do the right thing because this is meant to be object. And then we also need to create object, bucket, key. Yes. I'm expecting to see, oh. Oh no, it succeeded. I didn't want it to succeed. All right. Let's do some printing. Oops, I didn't. Oh, I'm pressing all the. Stop it. What's going on here? Am I pressing the wrong buttons? Yes, I was. Hey. Oh, I don't like that. Head object. Am I cool? This still says head bucket. This still says head bucket. That's why it doesn't work. Head object. So this is the problem with this API. That you can make that mistake. That does in fact suck. 6 failing tests. I don't like this non-deterministic thing. I genuinely have no idea what's going on. I wonder if it's the fact it's come back is something to do with the fact my system is under quite a lot of load from transcoding 2 video streams. Could be. I'm now making a felt crow, so I'm less helpful this time. I don't know. A felt crow is pretty cool. Pretty cool. This is really hard to read. So we've got Minio errors, no such bucket. Specify. Oh, this okay. So Minio will actually tell you that the bucket doesn't exist. That's kind of cool. And it's a 404. This one is also a 404. I think in Amazon land, this would be exactly the same error for both of them. So you wouldn't actually be able to distinguish between a bucket not existing and the object not existing inside the bucket, maybe. This one does exist. That looks fine to me. So what was the third one? So let's look at those etab jobbies and see what they say. But let's move that debugging print thing out because it's a bit superfluous. So what do we say? We're head object. What did we say? Not modified, not etag, not modified. So etags being, you know, was it MD5 checksums, and so you can use them to verify whether you can say not only is there a file? Is there an object at this location? But also, is there an object at this location with these contents? What's the story behind this little dude? What the little... Oh, Louis P9HI, this little avatar. I don't know, it's just like, that was gifted to me by Twitch, the corporation. And I have no idea why. Just like a generated... I think the idea of it was to try and prompt me to make my own emoji reactions thing. And I didn't, so, you know, it didn't work. So, how do we think this should work? Let's look at the docs. If match, if modified since. Where's this if match? If match. It should return... Isn't there an e-tag thing? E-tag. If match. Return the object only if its entity e-tag is the same as unspecified, otherwise return precondition failed. Oh, interesting. So there's like a whole bunch of different variants here. If match. Okay. So what do we think? We should have like an head object if match e tag wibble. Something like that. If match matching. If match. Hey newbie. Bye newbie. So we're going to need to change these to not be booleans, right? So we're going to need something like head. Hey, who's that? Dimitri. Dimitri. Oh, I get it. That's a great spelling. Great username. Thanks for following. So it could be like head object found. No, not found. Not found. Head object not found. This one is going to be head object found. This one's going to be head object found. Oops. Found. And this one's going to be, so this is the one that's different, and it's going to be head object precondition failed. Is that what we're going to call it? That's probably clear enough. So we said if match, that's going to be an optional string, and let's set that to be none to start with. And let's make a setter for that. So what's the documentation? It's quite a lot of documentation, actually. If match e tag if match some e tag right. Oh, sorry folks, I've been typing in the wrong window. That's really embarrassing. Sorry everyone, I've just made the successor. That's what I've done. Well, it wouldn't be a stream if I didn't do that. Cool. So now we need to conditionally set this somewhere on the request if it exists. How does that work? It is meant to be a. It's a. These are headers? I think these are headers. Oh, my computer's starting to lag. I need a better computer. It just can't really handle the streaming thing. I guess for like an hour and a half, 2 hours, and the whole thing just like really slows. If match. Okay, yeah, headers. There we go. They're headers. So let headers equals case. So we start with empty. Which one of these is headers? I think it's this one, headers. And if we have we then add if match to headers. Otherwise, we just return the original headers unmodified, like that. Oh, I can't see chat. Casing of headers always confused me. In HTTP 1, casing is HTTP 1.1. Case is insensitive, can be anything you want. Lots of places like to capitalize the first letter of words for some reason. In Gleam, we say it's always lowercase. The important thing is that most languages don't have case insensitive strings, so you need to pick a case. In HTTP 2, I think they very reasonably decided that case insensitivity is pointless, and now headers have to be lowercase. So if you have to do, so now Gleam and HTTP aligns. I think 3 is also lowercase. Am I on a Mac? Yes, I'm on an M1 Air, which is a pretty fast computer, I find, and it would be plenty good if it wasn't for streaming. I think there's some sort of resource leak in OBS, because it seems to work fine up until like an hour and a half, and then it slows down. I don't know why that is. Louis gets to choose who gets a felt Lucy. How many felt Lucies are you gonna make? I think they should be fighting over the felt Lucy. Whoever sponsors me the most money can have a felt Lucy. It seems only fair. I'm willing to sell Scary Bones' labour. It doesn't feel warm, like I'm touching it. I mean, it's warmer than it normally is, but still, yeah, I guess it could just be getting too hot. I just need a better computer. Yeah, that's probably what it is. It's probably just temperature, isn't it? That's really obvious when you say it like that. It just gets too hot after an hour and a half. Yeah, you've done it again. You've answered the question someone's already answered. What do you? I mean, I look away and I look back, and then I'm following it down. What's the thing? I'm gonna unmod you, Danielle. Sounds like a throttling issue. Yeah, you're right. It's just temperature, isn't it? Like, it doesn't feel very warm, but that's because I'm used to like AMD 64. I mean, it's hot, but it's not like, if you run AMD 64 and it just melts everything. I guess that is hot enough to want to do some throttling. I want to get I would really like to have a desktop, like a compact one, maybe like maybe when the new Snapdragon processors get a bit more powerful, and if I have a bunch of money, then I'll buy one of them. I don't know, something like that. But I like using ARM. ARM's really nice, but there's not really many ARM desktops at the moment other than the Mac Minis. The Mac Minis and the Mac Studio look really nice, to be fair, but I don't know. It's hard to pick a computer, because then you're like, it's a decision that you're living with for the next 5-10 years. So, it's tricky. I do miss Linux, but I'm quite comfortable on macOS at the moment. A desktop, and then they said Snapdragon. What WTF? Yeah, because I want to use ARM, and so the options really at the moment are Snapdragon Elite, whatever it's called, or which are basically just like copying the M series Apple chips, as far as I can tell, or the was it Ampere ARM chips, but they're designed for servers, and they like the weakest one has like 128 cores and is an absolute beast. I don't want that. I want pretty powerful, low memory usage, low temp, and I want the case to be pretty small, and I probably want it to be pre-built because there's just not enough time in the day to be faffing around with building computers and stuff. Unless someone wants to make it for me, I suppose. That is one solution. Low. I have to go. My commute home from my remote job. I mean, you know, you're joking about it being a phone processor, but like, yeah, the M chips come from phones. Like the phone processors are advanced so far, they just, you know, yeah, really sharp all the Intel stuff, which is frankly a bit rubbish. Should we run some tests? Oh, it's because I didn't actually. What have I done wrong? Ismatch that's meant to be. Oops. If match. Okay, and now I need to make this new type. What should I call it? Results? That's kind of a silly name. What do I call it? Like the outcome? Data? That's a rubbish name. This, you know, this is the thing that indicates if it's been found or not. What do we call it? Data? Maybe that's it. I don't know, man. Do you have to use the Apple's ecosystem with macOS? I mean, you can run, what's it called, a Asahi Linux or something like that, I suppose. I mean, I don't really have the time to be messing around with. I largely want things to just work, so I want like a fairly unconventional Linux setup on a machine that supports it, or I want macOS, I guess. I don't particularly want to be running. I don't know. Maybe running Linux on Asahi would be fine, but sounds like there's chances of it being a bit of a pain in the butt. I could be wrong. No, I want a 1000 watt only heat source at home, large desktop and loud machine that has way too much compute for a home user like me. Yeah, so I only really use, like, this thing is generally fine. It's only when I'm streaming that it becomes a problem. Data. Let's call it data. Data's a rubbish name. Outcome. Response. Outcome. Let's call it outcome. Right. Found. Not found. Precondition failed. Is that what we called? Oh, and we didn't change response to return it. Outcome. So this would be found. This would be not found. And what the other one was for? No. I can't remember what it is. What's the? Was it 18? Precondition failed. Let's try running that. Oh, it's really slowing down now. It's really slowing down. Oh, I love the non-deterministic tests thing. That's like, makes me happy. If matching. 412. Okay, 412. I could have just looked here, couldn't I? Yeah, 412. Precondition fails. Okay. So, let's fix that. 412. And I need to know what the E tag is in that test. Where's get object? Get Have I not implemented get object? That's so funny. Did I really? Oh wow, I don't have get object. I've already been messing around with heads and I don't even have get. That's embarrassing. That's really embarrassing. So what is the E tag of MD5? What is the content? I've put yeah, sure. Yes. Generate. I presume that's what the E tag is going to be. Yeah, my computer's really struggling now. Okay, you're right. I just need to, for streaming, I'm going to find a new computer from somewhere, which is a bummer. I didn't really want to buy anything new. The Bucky tried to, oh my gosh, it's failing for all sorts of mysterious reasons now. Okay, so, if not matching, have I put it in the wrong one? Oh, I have. This is meant to be in this one, some other E tag. Wow, my computer's slowing down so much. How can I fix it? I don't think I can. Maybe I just need to stop. Oh, cool, it worked. Okay, good. And I think we should also add maybe add like if modified sense. What does if none, what does the none one do? If unmodified sense. Oh. Okay, so if match, that's the tag one. If modified sense, if unmodified sense. Oh gosh. It's a bit confusing, isn't it? You can change the quality or bitrate to improve ones. I don't want to do that. I like this quality. I like it here. Boo. I can just wait slightly longer for things to compile. That's probably fine. Maybe I should buy one of those little like maybe I'll buy like a big sheet of aluminium and put it underneath my computer. That'll probably do it. That's probably the cost-effective way to do this. Can you view throttling somehow? Activity monitor? Does that tell this stuff? Activity monitor. CPU, I suppose? Does it have... This doesn't really show you much, does it? Yes, I mean, I don't know how Mac stuff works. I don't know if it shows you this information somewhere in their GUI. I guess it's probably some like horrendous command you can use to find it, but I couldn't tell you what it is. Nope, no idea. Never mind. Oh well. Ooh, pseudo parametrics S thermal. Oh wow, that sounds actually kind of reasonable. It's thinking about it. Current pressure level heavy. Oh, that sounds serious, doesn't it? Oh, current pressure heavy. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Yeah, I don't think it's happy. It's sampling every 5 seconds and goes, current pressure level heavy, thermal pressure heavy. Yeah, that's warm. That's warm, that is. Oops. So, if anyone wants to head on over to merch.gleam.run and buy like 1,000 stickers, and then I can buy a computer. I mean, if I maybe just like moving no, because the actual compiling isn't doing much. It's the transcoding that's the real kicker. And the fact I'm streaming to YouTube and Twitch at the same time. Building an AWS3 SDK for Gleam? Yeah, that's pretty much what I'm doing, friend. Pretty much what I'm doing. Oh yeah, I'm clicking my code crafters. Hello. How you doing? Do you want to come up and say hi to everybody again? Hello, gorgeous. Little complainy boy. Come on, newbie. Newbie? Oh, I've just remembered. I bought something horrendous on AliExpress. I bought something absolutely awful. Hold on. Can you guess what it is? Can anyone guess what this is? It's green. It is green. You're correct there. Can anyone guess what the green thing is? An invisible wall. Yeah, like. Woo. I bought a pocket hole. No, it's not what it is. Can you? It's a pocket. A pocket dimension. No, it's something else. It's truly horrendous. Hi, newbie. Hi, newbie. Hello, everyone. How are we doing? Yes. Maybe if I do this, I can just be like. So I need a green T-shirt as well. Do I have a green T-shirt? Okay, no, I don't. So next thing on the shopping list, green T-shirt. Or maybe just like a suit. We can like. There we go. Perfect. We are ready. But this is good because now there's no way I can get in the way of the code. Hey, newbie. Hello, little boy. What are you complaining about? Best £4 I've ever spent. It looks even more deranged in person. It looks absolutely dreadful. Maybe I'll turn off my green screen. You can see. How do I? Honey. Stop it. What's wrong? What's wrong? It's because I'm not paying attention to you because I'm doing something else. He's such a spoiled little boy. How do I do filters? Filters. Right. Let's reveal the magic. Ta-da! It's so horrible. Oh, what a lovely object. Isn't it great? Newbie, you're being a real pain in the butt. Right, I'm gonna in some way placate this cat. I'm not sure how I'm gonna do that yet, but I'm gonna come back. Yeah, Mystic Monk's like green glasses and shirt, and you'll be invisible. Yeah, but I can already do that. Watch, like, wee. We have fun, or at least I have fun. Do you have a proper green wall? No, this is like a pop-up green screen. Like, ooh, see? Which I bought on a whim once, and it turned out to be useful, which is weird. Okay, I'm gonna feed the cat. How do I do that? 3-minute break. 3-minute break. Gleam is supported by Lambda class. Please go tell them that they are awesome. I would appreciate it. Or actually, no, just give me money. Do that instead. Where's the break button? There we go. I don't know why it doesn't let me run YouTube's ads anymore. Monetization is enabled. I have no idea. Okay. Come on, Nini. Come on, sausage. Hello everyone, I'm back. On time and everything, it's been 3 minutes. That's pretty exciting. And I've come back with a little cake. A little vegan cake, because nobody buys vegan cakes apparently. So they were discounted on the supermarket, like a whole box full of them. So, very nice. That's exquisite. Oh, I can I can even look past the fact that I just shoved a load of it in an ulcer that I've got. That's great. Ouch. That hurts. Moderators, why is no one... What's this? What is this, this first time chat that's just come up in chat? Is this a bot? I have no idea what they're saying. Do we ban them? What's going on? I don't know. I'm nervous. I'm just going to ban them for the sake of it. What do you think? I have no idea what's going on. Let's do it. No, I nearly modded them. That's so funny. Boom. There we go. They're gone. Oh, not ban. Oh, well, I've already banned them. I don't know what's going on. Sorry. It's my chat. I'll ban whoever I want. Do. Oh dear. We have fun. We have fun. Okay. I can't believe I forgot to add get object. That's so funny. That's so funny. Okay. So we've added head objects. I guess we're going to skip the others for now. Yeah. Head object. And delete object, copy object, but we also want the most important one, get object. Like a write-only file system is not very useful. Oh, why did it open? I don't get Safari. Like, why doesn't middle clicking open things in a new tab? Get object. Yeah, my computer's struggling at the moment. Maybe we will... I ban whoever we want. We have fun. This is not a democracy. This is my stream, my language. I mean, you can use it, but like, you know, I'm in charge. Can you draw from the Gleam sponsorship a new PC? Yeah, I can. It's just like that's my. I earn considerably less than I would be earning if I had a conventional software job, which is a bummer. So I don't particularly want to make expensive hardware purchases, especially not for a bit of my job. Like the stream, I really enjoyed the streaming, but like, you know, it earns me like $40, $50, $60 a month. Like, that's a lot of months to make that back. And if it's just for that one thing, it's really quite hard to justify. So if we get the money up, and I decide that's a good use of money, and I don't want to spend it on like, you know, my life. it's only streaming that this makes a difference for. I mean, maybe I could like figure out some way of doing some cooling. That could be cool. I don't know. Is this one? No, I don't know. There's probably better ways to approach this. So what are the errors you can get? No such key, invalid object state. What on earth does that mean? Oh, it's if it's a Glacier thing. Okay. 24-hour stream. What on earth would I do that for? Like, so like 30 people can turn up and watch me be progressively more sleep deprived. Yeah, who needs heating when you just have like, you just buy an Intel computer that just like just explodes with heat. Okay, so I guess there's two things to do here. Do they specify key doesn't exist? Okay. What about being some podcaster? Raise the public profile of Gleam, which may result in sponsorships. I do podcasts. There's a few in the pipeline. I've had a little break from them lately, but I get invites to podcasts all the time. I've never really noticed any correlation between my being on a podcast and sponsorship, to be honest. The things that do really well are blog posts and video creators and streamers covering it. So when like Theo and Prime covered it, that was really good. Or Isaac's videos, he does a lot of Gleam coverage these days. He was at the meetup the other day. It was really nice to meet him like in the flesh. It's weird when someone goes from being like a little circle on your screen to being like an actual person. So yeah, his stuff's really good. Yeah, people like videos. People like videos, not my videos. Like no one watches these. Was monetizing an open source project stressful for you? I guess it took a long time if we were able to work full time in Gleam. I'd love to hear your experiences and thinking about open source stuff. Yeah, it's really like it was a lot of years before I was able to make any money on open source, let alone support myself. And you know, I think I'm doing really well now for an open source project. I'm doing unusually well, but it still is significantly less money than I'd make if I just decided to get a job that was like more conventional, more reliable, and had a lot more perks, frankly. So it's not like, financially speaking, open source is not a good thing to be involved in. It doesn't pay much of anything really. But I really believe in it. I think this is a worthwhile thing I'm doing, and it's quite important. On some scale of things, so it's what I want to do, and I do enjoy the freedom and flexibility and self-directed lifestyle that you can have with this sort of thing. Like I'm not working for anyone particular. Yeah, there's lots of pros and cons, really. No one watches this. Oh no, I am being unfair when I say no one watches these. Like people do watch these, and that's really awesome. But there'll be tens of people in the chat live, which is actually really cool, and I really enjoy doing these. So even though they don't make like vast amounts of sense in terms of like financially and growing the thing. I really enjoy hanging out with you lot, so that's cool. And then they go on YouTube and they might get like 1,000 views maybe. That's just peanuts compared to other things we can do the same amount of time, sadly. And it's peanuts compared to what some proper video content creators can do. Like hundreds of thousands of views, like Theo and Prime's Gleam videos got. That was awesome. Awesome. Get a freelance project where you write most in Gleam. Yeah, I mean, I am open to Gleam consulting. That would be a thing I'm very interested in doing. Wouldn't want to make it full time, obviously, because I think that would like really hinder the language, and there's still loads of things to make. I need to write the book. I'm meant to be writing a book. I should do that. I've got so many things to make, like this thing that's open in front of me right now. What was the thing I said I was going to do? Get object. Let's do that. I'm in the tests. Don't be in the test. Newbie, stop complaining. Get object. I'm really happy for you. You've been able to create a project which is like crazy for me, and for me to imagine, I hope you get what you reserve. Thank you very much. Thank you. I'm surprised Fireship hasn't touched it yet. I'm not actually very familiar with Fireship's content. Do you think it'll be something that they'd be into? Where is get object? Here we go. This is a really important one. Whoops. Helps if I spell head right. Get object. Fireship is like 8 million followers. Oh my gosh. Somebody please bribe Fireship to cover Gleam. Oh dear. 3 mil. Okay. Oh, that's nothing. I mean, there's loads. I've got... How many followers have I got? YouTube. God, my computer's getting so slow. Is it at? Or is it at Lapil? There we go. Finally did 100 seconds. 100 seconds. It's 100 seconds early. That's cool. Hasn't done Gleam yet. I mean, that kind of implies on the list. Hey, look, there's like 16 people watching. I've got nearly 3,000 followers. That's way more than I thought I was going to get. That's pretty good. There's me and my silly little face. This has got 23,000 views. That's pretty huge for me. What's my top one? 18,000? That wasn't even good. That was like stream number 2 or something. Wow. That's amazing. Do you have a video of your dot files? I do not have a video of my dot files. What would you be looking to see from my dot files? Man, I'm going to need to buy a new computer, aren't I? This sucks. If anyone's got a spare computer. Right. Editor. Let's get rid of these, and we just have bucket and key to start with. How are we going to do this? This is going to be an interesting one because I don't want to constrain because people are going to be able to stream the response. That's really interesting. How are we going to do that? Let's get rid of this if match thing. Unexpected bucket owner. We're probably going to want it later, but like for now, let's not bother. By head, I presume that's get. And response of body. Yeah, let's just pass through the body. We don't actually need to change anything. So kind of implies we need to put some more errors on the okay, let's try again. So outcome of body. Let's parameterize outcome. Oh, I know, I deleted outcome. There we go. Of body. And let's get rid of the preconditioned failed because we don't support that currently. And it's going to be response. Whoops. Oh, the S3 error one doesn't work. Oh dear. Okay. How are we gonna do this? Oh no. I might have painted myself into a corner. That's annoying. How is this gonna work? Unexpected response has a bit of this. Oh dear. Okay. Oh dear. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. Let's just replace it with a bit array for now. For dot file vids are useful. I always get ideas for improving my workflow. Interesting. What would you say? Like just like how I compute? Is that the idea? Um, I didn't make a test. I didn't make a test. That was very silly of me. Let's make head objects, head bucket, head object, head object, head object, head object. Found. There we go. Get. Oh no. Oh dear, I'm pressing all manners of buttons. Right. Back to where I was. Search for head. We change that to get. And that one, and that one. And that one, that one, that one, that one, that one, etc. Lovely. Nice. Cool. So let's run some tests. What you have to set up, what have you set up to smooth your dev experience? I found about Telescope when I started through Primogen's vid. Recently, to-do comments plugin from Tej. Yeah, okay. I mean, I've been a Linux weeb for a long, well, I guess like a Unix weeb for a long time. So there's probably, why has it done that? There's probably all sorts of interesting things built into my workflow that I've not really thought about. Hey, look at that! The test just passed. Oh no, that makes me. Oh dear. Let's break one and just see it do something. Oh. Oh no. Oh no. Go on. Oh no. Oh dear, that's not I think that's I think my CPU's got so warm it's making my tests unstable. Found, yes. I'm really shocked that Mini.io seems to struggle this much, to be honest. Okay, so found, yes. Good, that is correct then. I don't use Tmux. My NeoVim config is almost nothing. It's just lazy Vim at the moment. I would like to make my own NeoVim config. I haven't really dug into that yet. I never find the time. Do I have any interesting dot files? I'm not sure I do. I feel like I used to have loads of cool tricks and stuff, but mostly I've just been putting everything inside the Gleam language server now, and that does most of my stuff, which I like because I like the idea of having a fairly uninteresting. I like the idea of the things that I have that are really cool are built into Gleam, so everybody can have them. You know, like that's awesome. Why would I make something good for me when I could make it good for everyone? Which is part of why I don't have time to set up other things. I wonder why S3? Something job related? It's because it's really common for applications, especially web applications, to use S3 compatible object stores to store objects. And the API for S3 is like kind of messy. It's kind of all over the place, a bit challenging to work with. So if we have a library that can do it for you, then you're in a better position. And it's one of those things. A lot of people are going to be like, oh, I want to do my startup. Well, I'm going to need to use S3. Oh, there's no S3 client. Okay, well, Gleam's not ready to use, that kind of thing. So it's just about making things easier for people. You know, Gleam is meant to be a productive, practical language. So everything you might want, should be there in some form or another. I really want to make. Oh yeah. So Oracle Cloud has S3 compatibility, as Vital says. Like, everything's got it. It's super useful. So we've now got get object, delete object, singular. That's the other one we wanted. I'm gonna skip on the. Let me just run tests to make sure they work. Oh, I've got objects. I've got option imported and not used. Gosh, my computer's getting really slow. Option. Cool. Get object. Can Gleam not interrupt with Elixir and Erlang S3 libraries? It can. It can. Very cleanly and easily. You can totally do that. You would need to write a wrapper around them, and I feel like at that point it's better to have a Gleam just library, and then that will work in the JavaScript targets and also the Erlang target. So it's more flexible. I'm also not super in love with any of the Elixir and Erlang libraries for this, to be honest. So last one for the day. That's quite exciting. And then I can publish this. Delete object singular. Oops, that's the wrong button. Okay. What's the API of delete object? Request syntax. Oh wow, it's like super simple. It's like a key and a version ID, and the version ID is optional, I presume. What's the plus? I don't know what these governance things are. I think we can probably just ignore them until someone says that they need them for their particular application. What's the version ID? Version ID. It doesn't say what it is. Okay. Response. Okay. 204 if it's been deleted. This one doesn't have an errors section. That's so funny. Oh, they didn't list the errors. That's just rubbish. That's so rubbish. Schiavoanto. Schiavoanto. Yeah, I think that might have been close to being correct. How's it going, friend? What's up? Thanks for following. I'm pretty sure those pluses get converted to spaces. Yeah, but why would you have a space before the query parameters? I don't get that. S3 objects can be versioned. You do not want to access latest version ID. Yeah, you can use. Yeah. I understand the versioning stuff. Skia Varanto. Ah, nice. Nice. Thank you. Why doesn't it show the errors? Like AWS docs, the S3 API is weird. It's like wildly. No, it's not wildly. It's like just subtly inconsistent in ways to make you go, oh, why did they do that? And they just didn't document the error cases in this one page. They did in the other pages. Oh, yeah, see the errors. This one has errors. And this one doesn't. There's just no errors. Thank you, Am. Well, what can you expect? Like Amazon's a very small company. It's got to be quite difficult. I imagine they're really struggling, eh? I'm going to close some of these programs. Maybe that'll help a little bit with my everything. There we go. I don't need maps open. I can close that as well. So we need key. Don't need an object identifier. I don't need deleted, I think. I think the only things we need are either it succeeds, which is going to be a 204. I think maybe we could have one of them. And key key. Oh no, that's a string. Key. Don't need a body. Oh yeah, so here we say, look. So for delete objects, it uses post. But then you just say like delete as a query parameter. It's so silly. What a silly API, eh? But this one is like, no, it's delete. We use the method. I think this one uses the method. Request syntax. Yeah, look, this one uses delete. It's such a silly API. But it spells it correctly, unlike me. Oops. Builder.key, the body is nothing, and we don't need, do we need a content? And we're not using option, we're not using error object, or this error object. Cool, okay, so now we need puts. Delete object. Oops, can't spell helpers. Can't spell UTF-8 either, which is quite funny. And now we want to delete object. I still say, there we go. And no, actually that's quite nice. Let's keep those keys, shall we? So this one will be bucket, but spelt wrong. This one will be key. Oops. Oops, that's the wrong command. Oh. Wow, I've never seen it lock on raise. Wow. Where's the repo for this project? I might take some inspiration for beta mine. It is github.com/LPIL stroke bucket. Or buckets? Bucket. Yeah, bucket, singular. Oh man, my computer is struggling. I'm gonna have to stop in a little bit. Hey, look, it worked. That's exciting. So let's go over to helpers and make a... what am I gonna do? I'm gonna do... Let's head object. Head and make one called does object exist? And bucket is a string, key is a string, and it returns a bool. And it's how does it work? It's gonna take a gosh, losing my words. I've been talking too long. It's gonna take a response from HTTP request. And that's going to come from delete, head object request to the bucket and the key. Head bucket build creds. And then we need to we need to send it as well. HTTP send bits. And then we need to response it. And then we want to say res is equal to head bucket dot. No, head. No, what am I doing? Head bucket head object. Head object dot fand. There we go. Does object exist? Key should be true, and then here it should be, oops, be false. Let's find out if that works. Honestly, the Airless console UI is a pain to use at times. It's terrible. It's so awful. Oh, if you run pmsetq therm log, it will show if you hit a throttle point in this logging section. Oh, wow, let's do that. Like that. What? What does that mean? I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means at all. It's confusing. I'm very confused. I don't know what that means. I'm just going to leave that alone. Okay. Oh, no, it didn't delete it. It didn't delete it. No. What? Oh, no. What did it do? Okay, it says that looks like it's been deleted to me. Did I set it? Is this doing the wrong thing? It says it's deleting from the bucket from the key. That looks like it should be fine, right? So let's go to helper. Helper, I hardly know her. They're gonna debug the res. So first response. Oh, I hate these non-deterministic tests, man. It says it exists. It says it still exists. What? Is it because deleting an object isn't Gleam add dev Gleam Erlang. There we go. Right, let's see. Oh, I got to put this actually in a sensible place. Yeah, here. I don't get it. Why doesn't it delete? What? Anyone see what I've made? What mistake I've made? I can't see it. Delete objects makes a. Let's print the request it makes. We'll see what it wants to do. Why does it do that? Okay, so I wonder if it's something to do with running inside NeoVim. That's a response. Where's the request? Right, delete. There's the signature for the request, which is how you authenticate. It's got a date. Oh. What? That isn't it, right? Oh. I've worked out why it doesn't work, folks. I've worked out why it doesn't work. Is there another test that's like that? Where did I copy that from? My objects. Okay. Boom. That was funny. I must be getting tired. And let's get rid of that dependency. Okay, so is that enough? We should do like delete object not found. Not found test. And it still just returns everything's fine. It said it doesn't. Just randomly. Oh, what a load of nonsense, eh? Yeah, I think it's like, yeah, I don't know. That's interesting. So like it failed then. But what happens if I do it outside of the browser? Outside the browser, outside of NeoVim. In Gleam, asserts only for tests and should be avoided for proper in favor of proper response handling. Yes, you generally want to handle errors, unexpected values with properly pattern matching and combinators and stuff, like using results. But crashing is useful in certain situations. For example, tests, that's a really obvious example. But another situation that's common is when you think that something must be true. You want to divide all the errors inside your system into things that are inside of your domain, so expected errors that you think can happen, and errors outside of your domain, which in theory cannot happen. So for example, a user, you in some ecosystems, it might be normal to say if the user types in some invalid inputs on a form, then throw an exception, because something's gone wrong. We don't do that. We say, no, that should be handled as a value. However, if, what would be an example? Say you got, what would be an example? You might decide that if your application to work, your database must always be functional, must always be there. So you might say, if the database ever didn't speak the protocol it's supposed to speak properly, well, that's a fatal error. There is no way we can recover from this in this item of work, so we crash the whole process by using an assertion or something like that. That could be fine. So maybe say like we don't bother checking it. We want to do offensive programming. So that means we don't ignore the error. We want to assert that it succeeded, and then use non-local failure handling to recover from that. But we don't want to, every time we talk to the database, go, oh, did you if Postgres used Postgres syntax correctly, then it's like we trust the databases to be able to speak the protocol it speaks. That could be a decision you make inside your team. It's up to you to work out like where those lines lie. Or if you're doing background jobs, because it may be that in that case you just want to crash the whole job because there isn't really somewhere for it to return an error to. Maybe that might give you good enough. That might give you good enough information for your the team that's operating the system to be able to debug that in production. Or maybe not, you got to figure those things out. But you've got two options. But generally, the default is to use errors, and overwhelmingly to use error values. So using the result type normally. And I think that might be it. That's cool. Copy object. We didn't do copy object, but that's okay. I'm going to leave that one for later. Delete object. Hell yeah. Ooh, my friend, have you just joined? Because we're just stopping. Oh. Is this handwritten SDK code? It is. It is. I haven't shown much of it in this stream, but we've also got a XML parser thing in XML decoder abstraction built into this library as well, which I think I'm going to refine a bit more in future, and then pull out and turn into its own library. What will be an example? List buckets. So the thing about XML, it's an interesting. So if you turn a tree of XML into just a tree of objects, it uses a ton of memory because XML is just like very verbose and complicated. So and it's quite hard to work with. So good XML parsers stream, which is a lovely property to have. So it uses a very small amount of memory. But that becomes quite difficult to like actually decode it after you've parsed it to turn into some structured data. And so I've been playing around with making some abstraction for this. So let's look at what list buckets looks like on Amazon. List buckets. Yeah, it looks like this. So this element repeats, and this element repeats. I've decided not to decode this. In my library, I'm only decoding this for now. We can add the other one later. Oh, sorry, no. Oh, I didn't mean to press that button. This doesn't repeat. This repeats. In list objects, there isn't an outer wrapper. Thanks, AWS. It's completely random. So I'm skipping this one, but I'm passing this one and this one. So how does that work in Gleam? With what I've got at the moment, you define the inner element, so that's the bucket one. You know, that's the one that gets repeated, and you say it has a name and a creation date, and then you have to give a default container, and then each time you see one of these elements, you give it a way to like pop on that data. And then to repeat it, we do the same thing. The buckets element can contain buckets, and then we have a setter for like a reducer for like how you merge it into the states. And then the top level one is list all buckets, and it has buckets. And oh, where's the continuation token? Oh, the continuation token's missing. Oh, well, let's just put that on right now. Keep text. Continuation token. Well, there you go. So that was a bug right there. And this is a continuation token. Cool. There you go. So yeah, it's not quite a good enough API yet. Like this keep text thing means that the text, like you can't make your own text-based parsers, which is a bit annoying. There's a few limitations of it. It's not perfect, but I think with a bit more work, it could actually be like generally handy, because like parsing XML is a pain. We want to have like a better story than we already have. We already have a good XML parser. XMLM, which looks really nice. Who wrote it? Let me give them some credit. XMLM, Gleam. Hey Isaac, how's it going? Ryan Moore, awesome. Thank you, Ryan. And it's ported from a really nice OCaml one. So it looks really good actually. Like it's really nice to use, but like because it's a streaming one, it's kind of complicated. So this decoded layer on top, I think it has helped me a lot, and I think it'd help other people too. Of course, it's regex. No, it's not regex. It just streams over tokens. It's very clever actually. Very, very clever stuff. Lovely. So I've had a really fantastic time. I really enjoyed this. Oh, disown. Oh no. Was I running 2 sessions at the same time? How silly of me. So let's Let's go raid someone. Has anyone got any suggestions for who we should raid? I'm very open to suggestions. Also, has anyone been playing Deadlock? It's really fun. Prime's online. Anyone else I'm following online? I don't think so. I don't like the raid browser. I find it confusing. Typecraft is online. Let's find Typecraft. Typecraft! Got a good moustache. That's a good sign. It's what? Software Rust. Fantastic. I like all these words. I'm going to turn my volume down a bit because it's probably going to be quite loud, isn't it? Do. Look at that shirt. That's cool, man. All right, I'm sold. I think this is the winner. How do I raid? Raid. Typecraft. Boom. All right. Thank you for coming, everybody. I've had a really lovely time. It's good to be streaming again. I hope to see you sometime very soon. And let me just say goodbye to YouTube first as well. Bye, YouTube. Bye, bye, bye.